Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For the new guys, this is Helen Nganga. You're welcome, feel at home, and this is the place to be. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for returning to watch my videos, and God bless you. May your wishes come true. So we are back with confession. As always, we are here to encourage one another to see what people are going through so that we can learn from them, and again we can encourage ourselves so that we do not give up. In this channel we do not give up because people are going through so much, and after reading all this, especially in marriages, we love our marriages, but again there are some marriages people are going through hell. So today we are doing confession as always, and we are starting with a good advice from someone. Before we go to the suffering part of marriage or relationship thing. So we have one. He says, no one will ever let you know that they were the reason why their previous relationship or marriages failed. No one will ever tell you that. And most of people out there, most of singles, they are the reason as to why their marriages fail. But they cannot. They will not tell you, especially when they want to date you or to marry you. Everyone tries to paint their exes bad. Everyone wants to believe they were the good partners. Before jumping into a relationship with that person, have in mind that the reason why she or he is single could be the same reason why your relationship with that person, he or she, will not work or will not last. So when you see someone who is over 30, over 20, or who is looking for a relationship, and he is always or she is always talking about the ex, she did this, he did this, he might be the reason why that relationship failed, and that reason might be the reason why your relationship with him or with her will fail. By the way, it's true, very true, because nowadays people do not accept their mistakes. They are always tarnishing others. They are always moving, throwing the mistakes to the other partner. They are always clean. People cannot. It's very rare. There are very, very few people out there who can acknowledge that they failed in their relationship. I cheated. Please love me the way I am, and I'll try not to cheat in this relationship. Have I ever heard of that statement? It's very hard to hear that from a human being. Anyway, let's move to the next confession. Now, that was a good alert. Let's move to the crazy part of this video is confession number 2. We are living in a crazy world. Look at this. I dated my cousin for 3 years. We lived together for 2 years, 4 months. He was so loving and understanding. Cousin. What? Blood? We finally decided to put an end to that relationship, and the only way was to go or to move to different cities. This was now the worst move in my life. Why? I found another guy. He's trying everything to ensure that I do not lack anything, that I am happy. But I miss my cousin so much. I do not see anything good in this man. I want to live with my cousin for the rest of my life. Wait. That's why you hear, do not play with blood. You started as a joke with your cousin. Now, blood ties are there. You are there stuck. You cannot love or you cannot move from that relationship. This can lead you to death, because how can you sleep with your relative? Same blood. And eventually, if you come to have kids with this cousin, you'll have abnormal kids. That's where you find you are making your kids suffer because of your stupidity, because of your lust, because this is lust. Your cousin. Huh? Even if you're desperate, even if you are, I don't know, your cousin. That's why I tell my people, we are living in a crazy world, and it's always good to know God. It's always good to read the Bible. Even if you do not read, know what is right and what is wrong. Do not try something that you know is evil, because after trying that thing, you will end up doing it again and again and again, and it will end up being your behavior. So this lady tried it with the cousin. Hey, how did you start? Your own cousin. Now you cannot move. You cannot move on. You cannot date someone normal. You cannot be sane. You cannot stay in a relationship that can lead to marriage. You want to go back to your cousin? Hey, there's a danger ahead. So before you do something, before you try something, think about the consequences of that thing. Because nowadays we are trying. The internet is there. It's teaching so many things. And you with your foolish things, claiming that you are wise, you go and try that thing. Leaving that thing becomes something, especially when it comes to love. You try lesbians, you try gayism, you try. The next minute, you know, you are one of those people. You are already there. You cannot undo what you started. So be very careful when you start something. When you are going to start something, be very careful. Another one. Let's move to number 3. It's a confession from, not a confession, it's an answer from an answered question from a friend to a friend. They said, I asked a certain woman, my friend, how she met her husband. This was her answer. He had a girlfriend, and I admired how he took care of that girl. I had a friend who had a girlfriend, and I admired how this friend is taking good care of her girlfriend. I wanted a man like that. So I got close to his girlfriend, and I found out she was cheating on him. I planned for the guy to catch her, and that was the end. Today, he is my husband, and we got 4 kids. This is a lady who is asking another lady, and how did you get your husband? Hey, ladies, be very careful. This lady says he admired this guy. He admired how this guy treated the girlfriend. They were not married those days, they were dating. So she admired how this guy was treating the girlfriend, and she planned. She came closer. She became this lady's friend so that she can look for something that can separate the two. Before you invite someone to your house, before you invite your girlfriend to your home or close to your man, think twice. How could you allow that girl to catch you cheating? Yeah, women, even if you have a good man, you're cheating. That's where we fail. If you have a good man, take good care of him. Do not cheat when someone is treating you right, giving you everything in the house, doing so many for you. Because women are suffering. They are doing all those for themselves and for their kids. There are men who have failed, who have refused to take care of the responsibilities. And now this lady, she got everything that she wanted, but she ended up cheating. So before you cheat on a good man, think twice. And before you bring another woman closer to your man, think twice. Like the other day, I saw a lady somewhere near where I work. This lady has a boyfriend, and she's always with her girlfriend, going to the boyfriend's house. What are you going there to do? You are taking your girlfriends to your boyfriend's house. Like seriously, every day, every now and then. You're not okay upstairs. So that's how she got the husband. And I love how, not the way she got the husband, but at least she has kept that husband. Because you can snatch someone's husband and you end up fail. But at least I didn't say you do that. I'm telling people to take good care of their men or their relationship or their marriages. But again, you cannot take good care of someone who is a bad person. Anyway, a story for another day. That's a confession. That's how she got the husband. Confession number 4. A friend of mine left his marriage, and the reason for that is that he got tired of working tirelessly to provide, year in, year out. Well, he got frustrated, and one day, after being married for almost 20 years, he woke up, packed his things, and left. He went to live alone and does not care about anything or anyone left behind, not even the kids. Man, oh, yeah? Hey, this man felt frustrated and hey, my God, he left his marriage because he felt frustrated, and he worked tirelessly year after year to provide for the family. That's what God created you to do. Men, well, if you cannot provide for your family, your kids, if you bring someone to this world, if you bring a kid to this world, he or she is your responsibility. If you run away from that responsibility, one day you will pay. Now he's living alone, a bachelor life out there with some girls. And then when he grows old, he wants to look for his biological kids to take good care of him during his old age. You know, this is what men are doing. They are running away from responsibilities. They are living in big towns, running from club to club with side chicks. And when they grow old, they are coming back to their wives. When they have diabetics, they have pressure or HIV, AIDS, and all those diseases, old age diseases. They want their wives and their children that they left behind to take good care of them. My friend, someone will build something like a house, not even a house, there at the end of the shamba there, so you can die from there because you left your responsibility. How can a man get tired of providing for his family unless the wife is frustrating the guy? But if at all you have a peaceful home, you yourself is a vessel of peace, and your wife is also peaceful, why would you get tired of providing? You cannot carry the pregnancy. If you can carry a baby in your belly for 9 months, then you can say that you cannot provide for those 9 months plus some months after delivery. But you are a man. You do not have anything that is bothering you, that you are not breastfeeding, you're not pregnant. Why would you get tired of providing for the family that you brought to this world, for the wife that you brought to your house, for the kids that you brought to this world? Aye, that's a woman, not a man. Anyway, nowadays men want to be provided for. By the way, we have had stories when a woman gets a small job like this, a small income, men stays back and they want that woman to spend the little coin she is making, and then he goes partying with women, with ladies out there. It does not work that way. Even if your woman is making millions, you are the head of the family. You should provide so that you can be respected. We were not created to provide for men, especially not for men. We provide for ladies, for babies, and old parents, but not for a man. If you see a lady providing for a man, she has a problem, or maybe she's buying love, or she is using that man. But women, we were not created to provide for these men. They were created to sweat so that we can eat, and for us to feel the pain while giving birth. That's what the Bible says. But nowadays men are running away. Like this man, he is living alone. He does not care. One day he will care. One day he will go back looking for those kids, asking, was this Wanjiko? Was this Stacy? What was your name? Is this John? What? Who is this that resembles me? imagine during your old age. So young men, no matter how, do not give up. And always, God is always watching. He knows what you do behind that closed door. Whatever you do in this world, He knows. And the payback, it's either you'll suffer or you'll be rewarded for doing what is right with your family. And there is nothing important in this world like a family. When you lose that family, now today that guy feels frustrated and tired and all those for providing, but one day he will come to realize that he wish he never left. Anyway, it's life. Men are becoming women, and that's why you have the other way. Anyway, the last one. This is from a woman, and she says, I am planning to disappear and start a new life. I have been married for a while, but no affection, no sex, no communication. It's like just being a statue. He refused getting a marriage certificate and taking dowry to my parents, that is. He says his property is his, not a family thing. Will I be right to leave and start afresh? In case you have been in my position, was it easy to adapt life without your kids? Well, please do not leave your kids behind unless you are leaving them for some time so that you can go and hustle and stabilize. But do not leave your kids behind. For another woman to come and raise your kids is very risky. So, that's number one. You cannot live in a marriage where you are a statue. Someone says that his property is his property. So, you are just a slave in that marriage. If at all he has property currently, if someone owns some property and your wife is there taking good care of the family, home, the kids, the animals, you are supposed to share that property half. Because when he was working out there, you are working. You are preparing his dinner, you are washing for him, you are cleaning, you are taking good care of his babies. And when someone says that his properties are his properties and not family property, where are you staying? Just move. Go with your God. Leave those kids for some time. If at all you cannot provide for them for some months, then after stabilizing, come back for your kids. You have your kids. I believe kids are vessels of peace. I believe kids, when you have a problem, when you want to think, to overthink, and your kid come running, crying or laughing, you will not think again. So our first medicine as women are our kids. What is most important in this world is your kid. So it's easy. It's a good thing to move, because when someone starts telling you that you are not legally married to this guy, he does not consider you as part of his property or a part of him. Where are you staying? He does not communicate. He does not. Nowadays, amen. What you give is what you get. Now, this woman, I would advise her to live with the kids. If she cannot provide for them now, come for them later. Do not leave your kids behind for that long, unless you want to. Okay. Anyway, this is life, and whatever you do, it will come back to you. Before you start something, think about the consequences. Before I start admiring another woman, I should start, what if I want to go back to admiring men? Before you start something, think twice. And you cannot stay in a marriage that you are never recognized as a wife. And again, you cannot change a grown-up. Let them do whatever they want. There are women who are dying there trying to change someone. Do not die trying to change someone. And for men who are getting tired of providing, You are supposed to work while you are still young, while you are still strong. You provide for your kids before you grow old. Today you are young, tomorrow you're waking up 50 years, 40. And you are like, what? Huh? The only responsibility that God has given us in this world is to take good care of our kids. So when you run away from your responsibilities, then you have a problem. For ladies, look around you. Look around you. There are people who are dying to destroy your relationship, your marriage. As women, we are enemies of our own. When I see these ladies doing well, I feel jealous. When I start feeling jealousy, that's a witch loading. So prevent yourself, protect yourself from those witches who are pretending to be your friends. Are you together? And before you jump into another relationship, no one will tell you that, oh, I cheated, oh, I killed my wife. Oh, no. We have something that God gave us, which is called conscience. If something tells you something is wrong here, listen to your inner self, because he or she is always right. That is it for today. I hope we do not leave our babies behind. May God protect them. Anyway, this is it for today. See you in the next video. And if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like, share, comment, and God will bless you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.